Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to paint a watercolor ice cream cone. Let's get started. To begin this painting, let's start with our outline. Use a pencil to outline the ice cream cone. Start with drawing an open upside down triangle. On top of your triangle, draw 3 curved layers. Make the layers smaller as you work your way to the top. Finish the top layer with a curved point. When your outline is complete, erase your lines to where they are barely visible. To begin the painting process for our ice cream cone, we're first going to mix together a light wash of alizarin crimson to make a light pink color. Then we're going to use this to fill in the entire ice cream part of our sketch. While your base layer is still wet, add just a little bit more paint to the bottom center area where the ice cream meets the ice cream cone. This is going to give it a natural shadow effect, and it's really going to help as we build layers on top of each other for our ice cream cone. For the cone, mix a little bit of cadmium yellow to your burnt umber paint mixture and paint in an even layer over the entire cone area. Be careful when you paint in this color against the ice cream section if it is still wet. If that ice cream section is wet, it may bleed just a little bit, but if it does, just take a dry brush and sop that wet paint up and it'll clean up your edges very nicely. We are now going to use our burnt umber paint mixture to redefine the top section of our ice cream cone. I use the tip of my brush to create thin curved lines up the middle of the ice cream cone, as well as the top section of the left side of the ice cream cone. Then with that same burnt umber paint mixture, start painting in thin diagonal lines starting from the right to the left side of the cone. Then create a checkered pattern by painting diagonal lines the opposite direction on that left side of the cone. And then all you have to do is repeat this step on the right side of the cone to complete our ice cream cone. I don't think I could have said cone any more times than I already did. For this next step, we are going to create dimension in our ice cream cone. Mix whatever green you have with your alizarin crimson. Green is red's complementary color on the color wheel, which means it's going to darken the light wash of pink we've been using to give it a natural shadow. But you want to make sure it's just a little bit of green with a lot of that alizarin crimson to give it that dark shadow. We don't want to create a really deep muddy color. Then you want to create some swirling effect to your ice cream. You will need to take a small detail brush and make curved brush strokes. Start at the bottom of the bottom layer of the ice cream cone and make a curved motion going upwards. Work from the left to the right and then repeat this step all the way up all 3 layers of your ice cream cone. Then you're going to take a clean brush and you're going to very lightly blend these colors together by putting just a little bit of clean water on your brush. And by blending this out, it's going to create a very even, smooth transition between all these swirling layers that you are creating. Lastly, for this painting, we are going to finish it off by splattering in our alizarin crimson paint as well as that light burnt umber mixture that we used earlier for the cone. You just want to splatter this all over your painting. I started out by covering up my ice cream cone, but I ended up moving away that scrap piece of paper and just splattering it all over and then dabbing up any paint that got on top of my ice cream cone that I didn't like. And there you have an easy watercolor ice cream cone painting. This painting will be for sale over on my Etsy shop. I'll have a link in the description box below, as well as a link to my blog where I will have all of the specific paint colors and supplies that I used for this painting. Thanks so much for following along today. Here are a few more watercolor tutorials you may also like.